Oh, you've only used this like 4 times?
Yeah. Okay. For everybody else that's on the Wolfer Nation that's used to seeing something about me catching coyotes or bobcats or something, this is not relative to you. I'm doing this because I'm trying to get this in the hands of somebody at Hobie that can help me out on this. This is the second fin, guys, that we put on here, and you can see up here on the picture, the Hobie rep said this is the way I'm putting it in is the reason this is happening. Now I've got the boat up, which you're getting ready to see, like on just off the ground basically. And I'm going to put this in straight, and I'm going to film this going in straight because it's perfectly straight. There's no give either way on either side. It's in exactly level, it's tight, it's everything the way it's supposed to, not the way they're showing it on YouTube or on their website where it's cocked at an angle. You can't even put this thing in here like that. So it's in, it's locked in, and I'm going to move the pedals, and it's clear now why the reason the fin screw keeps breaking out. Okay, honey, go ahead and move. Okay, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, stay right there. It's going to be difficult to film.
We need a light?
No.
Just wear your headlamp.
See how this is bowing because it's hitting the boat. Okay, let it down a little bit, honey. Okay, this rivet right here is hitting the boat and putting pressure and kicking this sideways. The front fin does not do that. Okay, do it again, honey. See how it turns it sideways? It's putting pressure right there. See how that's kicking that sideways? Okay, come back down. And go all the way to the side. You can see where that rivet has been hitting my boat, and it's flexing, and it's putting all of the torque on that one screw. I've only used this boat 4 times. It's my second fin. Now do it again. I'm going to try to film the front one. See, the front one is not doing that. It's straight. There's no pressure on the front one.
Can we go through the full cycle all the way up?
Yeah. It's doing the same thing on that side. That's why the screw keeps popping out. That's not as bad on that side.
But the other fin didn't do it at all.
See, it's perfectly straight on the front one. Yep, that rivet is digging into that boat. I'm gonna get a little back up this a little bit more. And that thing's perfectly straight, perfectly locked in. Yeah. That's what's knocking that out. I'm going to take this off of YouTube after you say you've watched it and the Hobie guy watched it, so there's no confusion at all about what's going on here. I think I need a new boat. I mean, it's obviously either this one needs to be filed on or reshaped or something, because there's nothing I can do with it, and I'm not about to put a file to a brand new boat. So please let me know what he says, because brand new boat. Just keep going. Okay, just so everybody can see this a little bit better, we flipped the boat over, hooked up the mechanism. The front fin, which we're having no problem with, is laying perfectly flat the way it's supposed to, with no pressure, no side movement on it. No pressure whatsoever. Now, this one, stop it right there. That one's bowing. I'll let up a little bit of pressure, honey. Like you're gonna pedal just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, right there. Now see, what this is doing is the rivet, which is right here, is literally running into this boat. Now this is level. This is not out of whack. Okay, now come back down with it. Other way, sweetie. All that torque is coming into this right here. What I was shown at Rock Creek, which those guys have been stellar about this, been helping me out. The picture showing this hitting the boat. There's no way that's hitting the boat. It's good grief, 4 inches out of the boat. But what it's doing, it's kicking this over. I come over to the other side. And then where the rivet is coming through right here is putting pressure, because all this is trying to lay flat right now, but it can't, because this is hitting the boat, and the screw is still on an angle up like this, even though it's not supposed to. Because the front one, look at the front one, it's laying perfect. And that one did a good job. I don't know if there's a malfunction in the boat hull or what it is. And go to the other side, honey. I mean, look at that bow right there. Over here, perfectly flat. This right here, as flat as can be. There's no pressure at all on this one. There's a lot of tension right here. That has nothing to do with the way we're putting this in here. That has to do with the way the boat is molded, and it's not letting it go over and hit the boat. Well, the reason I wanted to show this is because to me as a customer, I bought 2 of these boats. It's a lot of money, and my wife, which is a 12-footer, having no issues whatsoever. I bought the last year's model, which is a 14-foot, and it is definitely giving me issues. I've already had one fin completely tear out, which the guys at Rock Creek have seen and fixed, thank goodness, because they did that right before we were going on a trip on Memorial Day weekend. They were really good about it. We got up there on that trip in deep water, no waves, no anything. The screw popped out. I took it back. I took a picture, which the Hobie rep have seen. He said it's the way I'm putting it in there, and it's not. It's obvious I'm not. So I took the fin before we ever used it again back down to Rock Creek. They looked at it. They showed me everything on the website. They've been rock solid about this whole thing. So what I'm putting this on the internet for, and I'm not putting it on a kayak forum or a kayak site or doing anything like that. This is on a site that kayak people aren't going to really be on. But I want the Hobie guys to see this, and I want the rep to see this, because we've had the boat out in the water 4 times. I really want to go use it, but I don't feel like I can trust it. I've got to carry extra fins with me now just so I feel a little bit comforting, and there's no reason to pay that much for this boat with that going on. So I'm asking for Hobie for some help. Either we need a new boat hull, or they need to fix this one, or if they're not having problems with the 12-footers, I need a 12-footer, even though I really like the 14-foot. I'm just asking for some help here, and the guys down at Rock Creek have been rock solid with me the whole time, and I feel like I'm not feeling the love from Hobie on this, and I really wish I would. So please, down at Rock Creek, 'cause I'm going to call you and tell you where to find this, please get this to the Hobie rep so he can see what's going on with my boat, so I can go out and use the thing kind of like I've been excited to do the whole time. This is my Hobie, which I'm going to be showing everybody about the drive system. This is my wife's Hobie. Love the concept of these things. That's her Hobie right there. No problem at all with a 12-footer, this year's model. Bought them at the same time. Just want to show you this. Part of the thing that's got me worried about this, because I plan on taking this out in the ocean, is this. See if I can get some shadow on that. That is the rivet that is literally gonna chip down through whatever this is, fiberglass or molded plastic or whatever it is. Eventually that's gonna put a hole in there, and if I'm out in the ocean, I've got an issue. I can see why this is happening. When I laid both boats, when you look at my wife's, it is raked down at the back to compensate for the back end rivets not hitting the boat. Now when we look at mine, it is not raked back, it is level. The front I'm having no issues with, and the back is where all the issue is, because it's going to hit back here because this is flat. But when you look over here on this angle, you can see that that is literally right back. When you get on mine, you can see it's level. So this issue, I believe, has been known about. But that's the reason it's doing it. It's the boat, it's not the drive, and it's definitely not how I'm putting it in there.
So I wanted to add on, Clint's already filmed a little bit, to Hobie and to Rock Creek. I wanted to add on that when we saw these boats, we were down on the beach in 30A, and we went into a store down there that we really liked and kind of saw what they were about. We went home back to Tennessee, we did some research on them, and you know, we did a lot of research, found out Hobie really has great customer service. They're known for that. We found out how durable the boats are. You don't have to treat them with kid gloves. It shows them on their disc going in and out of the ocean, and you know how durable they are. And you know, like Clint said, we've only had them out in the water about 4 times. Mine probably even less. And we've only had them about 5 weeks. So, and most of that time they've been unusable. And what we're asking is for Hobie to stand behind their product. We want them to do what they said they would, which is stand behind their product and show great customer service. This boat needs to be replaced with another one, and that's what we're asking you to do. Thanks.